Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a winter scene nail for you, which is Pinterest inspired. I saw this picture on Pinterest, obviously, and I just loved it, and I thought I would love to do something inspired by that. So you'll see that picture later on. If you've already seen it, then you know what I'm talking about, but this is the design I came up with, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. Okay, so to start off with, I'm doing an ombre, and I'm using a white, which is Snow White from Urban Graffiti. I'm using Artistic Gloss Colour number, oh no, sorry, it's name, isn't it? I Have Connections, and then Premier Gel Black. There's so many different ways to ombre. Today I'm just going to do the simple way of using the brush that comes with this. This colour's going here. The only thing with ombre is you want to make sure you've only got like a little bit on your brush, because you don't want to like overflood the nail, and then it makes it really hard to ombre. Black can be really annoying, especially if it's not a very pigmented black, if it takes a few to the ombre you want, if you know what I mean. Gonna take a few layers and do a bit of white, blah blah blah. Sorted. So because my white's nearly run out, that's the one I like to use. So what I'll do is I'll wipe both edges off best I can until most of it's gone, and then I'll just do the rest on here until it's pretty much empty. Hold it at the top like that and then swipe it. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's sort of like painting, it's inspired by painting. So, and then wipe off that excess, go in the top. So, wipe off the excess. So as you can see, that top needs a bit more blending. It would help if I showed you the image that it was inspired by, wouldn't it? So this is only inspired by it. We're just going to take bits from it, like the truck and the tree, and the sort of background a little bit. So next is the ombre in the second layer. I'm hoping it can just do it in two. I think two should be alright, so just make sure with these nails that you go both sides, because they're bugger for thinking you've gone and then you turn it over and then that bit's like empty, and it's so annoying. And we go back in. Really enjoy ombreing. I find it really therapeutic. In my mind I'm going wee. Probably just me doing that, but I do really like an ombre. I wouldn't say I'm like very good at it, but you know, doesn't need to be perfect, like I said, so you're all good. The ombre done, and to add more to the background I'm going in with Essence Glitter in Fairy Dust, which is a really thin glitter, sheer even, thin. And that's going to go on the bottom for the snow. And then I'm also going in with this Amazon Chrome. It's a pack of 15 for £15, which is iridescent, which shifts to a purple. for the chrome, I'm actually going to go in with my finger, which I actually haven't done before, but I saw it on a live and I thought it looked cool. So I'm just going to sort of like dab on. I'm not exactly just going to swipe. I'm going to press it on like this. So I want it to sort of look a bit patchy. Because obviously the sky isn't perfect. But yeah, this just sort of shifts from blue to purple, and I just think it looks like a sky. I'm now going in with matte top coat just to seal everything in, and it's just so in case I go wrong on my art, which I always do, it takes me a few attempts usually, I can just wipe it off then and not affect the chrome or the glitter underneath. So I'll just do that to all the nails. So next we need to add the colours onto our palette for our art. So you need a red, so like a brighter red. So I'm going in with Candy from the gel bottle, and you just need to pop some on your palette. And then going with a darker red, I'm going in with Yield for No One by Artistic Colour Gloss. And again, you only need a dab of that. And then also you're going to need some white. And to be honest, that is to mix a bit of red with, so it doesn't matter if you put a bit of extra red on because you can use it anyway. And then we're going in with a gel polish black. And then you're also going to want some art gel in black. I just use what's on here, so I'll just put that there. So then I can differentiate between the two, because you don't want to get confused by them because they both do different. So I'm just taking a blob of red and putting it into the white, and you just want to make sort of a pinky reddish hue, and this is just to do a bit of highlighting with, so I might take a little bit more red like that. Perfect, sort of like that's what I'm looking for. I also get some sort of dapping dish. I got this from eBay ages ago, and just fill it up with some gel residue wipe off solution. I'm going with this from No Nails, or just use some cleanser. Put that there as well, ready for my art, and then I have my palette ready to go. So first step will be mapping out where you want the truck to be. So I'm going to map it out, but I'm not really going to talk and do it because I don't think I can like I'm really not the best at art, so this is like really nerve-wracking for me, as I don't usually do like proper freehand drawing stuff. So just bear with me guys, don't laugh at me. Once you have your very basic frame, guys, don't worry, we're building up on this. This is layers. Like, it's gonna look shit at the start, that's fine. This, I can happily say this looks shit, but I'm building up on it. That was literally just to show me where I need to put, where the shape is and where I need to build up on. So I'm gonna start doing that now. I'm gonna start with the darker red to start building up the tyre, not the tyre, I don't know cars. This bit. There you go. And this is where if you see something you don't like, you can start to alter it, because it's not all set in stone yet. You can add shape to it, add more length to it, whatever you want to do. Now going in with the darker colour, I'm going to start working on these round bits. Now I'm sure a lot of you are a lot better artists than me, so I'm just going to time lapse this bit, but I'm going to go back in and sort of correct my shapes. I'm not happy with how it's looking so far. So I'm just going to go in and fiddle around with it a little bit, and then I'll go on to the next bit with you. Okay, so I think it stopped recording, so I don't think I've got the full time lapse of me correcting it, so I do apologise, but you can sort of see. Sort of explanatory anyway. You guys are probably fine anyway, you're probably all sorted. Right, so I'm going to put the tyres in next. Okay, so next I'm going to take quite a fluffy brush and dip into that reddish pinkish colour we made. And you literally just want to dab this over where the door would be, and you want it to look quite textured, just so it stands out from the other bits. You want to start with your black gel polish and going with the thinnest brush you have. You just want to coat that, oh you can't even see, coat that through, but take off the excess so it doesn't have like a bulb at the end. And you want to use this for the inside, so you want to outline the door, and you want to do it with the gel polish because it's thinner and it doesn't look as thick. And then while that's curing, you can go in with your art gel and do the outside, so outline the outside. Maybe you should eat first. I haven't eaten, so I'm really shaky. Looking at this, I just want to thicken this bit up a bit. It's the beauty with gel, you can just keep going in. As long as you cure it in between, you're sorted. Anybody watching I'm a Celeb? Bloody hilarious this year. Next we just need to do the little dots of silver in the tyres. So I'm using Moonlight Shimmer from Urban Graffiti. And I'm just putting a dab on my palette just to dip into. Here. Like that. And then a little bit here. On this side. And then a little bit on this side. Bang them into the lamp. And then a little bit on this one as well. A little bit of Monica in my life. So a little bit like that, and bang it in the lamp. And then it'll be on to adding a bit of snow, which you will need. You can either just use white gel polish, or because it's a bit thicker, I'm going in with white gel paint. And this is the Brillbird Brush and Go #1. And the black I was using is the Indigo, just black. I don't think. Then you want to go in with the smallest dotting tool you have, dab into the black, and then just pop a little dot in the middle. For the snow, you just have to think where it would be hitting basically if it was coming down. So it would hit on here. And how you do it is just do a little line, rough it up. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. You can happily be really messy with this. Like that. And maybe have it coming down a little bit. On here, you want it sort of come in on here, which it does sort of cover up, you know, what you've done, but that's okay. And then also put a bit on the top here, like that. And then I would also put just a little bit on the tyre bits here. Just a smidge. And for the front, I would just put some here. I'm just going to go in with a bit of Diana from the gel bottle, which is a milky white. You could always just have, if you don't have that, you could mix white with a bit of base coat to sheer it out a bit. And I'm just using this for the window just because it makes it look a bit frosty. I want to do like the North Star in a way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a dotting tool, dip into my art gel, pop a blob here, like that, and then go in with my very thin brush, make sure it's completely clean first, and then I'm gonna pull out at the top, like that, pull to the side. Pull to the other side. And then pull down. Better if you weren't a shaky. And then just pull some little bits out to make it look like the proper North Star. So I've just added the exhaust. Is it the exhaust? Fume exhaust? I don't know. I really know nothing about cars. I literally just know the flipping door. And the boot. I know the boot. Okay, so next step is going to be the Christmas tree. Which, again, this is the picture. So we're going to take the Christmas tree. By the way, I know my truck just doesn't look like the truck, but it's fine, you know. It's just, this is just a bit of fun. This is just to sort of show you how I would turn a Pinterest picture into a nail, basically. That's it. So because you've got quite a dark background, I'm going to go in with the white art gel and do a really basic tree pattern first, and then go in with the green after, just so it shows up a bit better. So once again, you're going to need these two parts. I just need to cure my exhaust. Okay, so go in with a bit of white, and I want my tree sort of here to come up like so. And sort of come up to here. What you want to do is just bring these bits out a bit. Then I just want it the tiniest bit here. So when it comes to a Christmas tree, you want your sort of middle green colour. I'm using Premier Gel 548. I'm sure it will have a name now, but when I got it, when it didn't have a name. So you just want some of that. And then you want a darker green, so I'm going to go in with Jungle from the gel bottle, which is the perfect darker green. Next to that. And then I'm also going to go back in with the medium green, but add a bit of white to it, and then mix it up, so then I've got a light green. Just add a spot of white like that. So the way I would do a tree, or the way I do a tree even, is it's similar to how you've done the white. Zoom in a bit more for you. Okay. So you start with the medium green. And do what you did with the white, but with a bit thicker. A thick line at the bottom. And then just start pulling it out. Remember, it gets thinner as it goes up. You want to go in with your dark colour, which so mine's Jungle, and you want to go in with the thinnest brush you possibly own. Now this is one I got off Amazon. It was dead cheap, and I just pulled most of the bristles out, so there's literally like a couple in there, and so it's super thin, and it comes in really handy. So I'm just taking this little star. This is just a palette from MoYou that I've had for years. Remember, you could take anything off with acetone. So that And just because I'm giving this the effect of like it's a stolen tree, I'm just going to use a few of these little glitter bits as like baubles, because steal a tree on Christmas. Don't recommend you do it. So to stick the baubles to it, I'm just going to do a tiny bit of top coat and just pop a little bit on this tiny brush here and just dab it over the tree. And then I'll just put my glitter pieces to stick to them, so I'm just going in with this little crystal picker-upper. So now we need to put some snow on, little snowdrops. Of maybe like using a sponge and adding a bit of black just to like the bottom bit so it looks a bit like a shadow. So I'm going to try that out and we'll see what we think. It's just so like it looks like a shadow, I don't know. I think I've got a bit excited on this side. I'm now going to top coat and I'm just going to pop a few of these Fairy Flakes Iridescent in. They sort of look like snow in my opinion. Hang on. Just add a bit more glitter. Oh, I knocked over, that's why there's bits in it.